And we are live. I almost hit the end broadcast. That would have been a disaster.
Oh,
Good night.
Hi, everybody.
the
It's
end
you know, it's in the same
Thank
place,
you. Good night.
go live button, and you got to click the go live button 3 times. Hey, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Your vinyl junkie, Royce Eddings here. We got a great show tonight. We're going to show some vinyl. We're going to pay tribute and homage to a great drummer and a great human being, Charlie Watts. And then we're going to unbox some Stones albums. So what I want to know is, everybody ready? Stones albums. Okay, so once again,
wow, that was quick.
That was fast. What the heck?
Fuck? I expected the Royce the record. All right, just never done.
Like, okay, here's the Roy show.
no, this is okay. Well, we're going to start in the usual fashion and just go around the room. I'll start and ask if anybody got anything new, and we'll show the new stuff, and then we'll talk about Charlie Watts, and then we'll get into our normal unboxing. So, yes, I have a few new things, and one of them I got not this week, but last week. But we didn't do a show last week. I couldn't resist when I saw this. It's Blizzard of Oz picture disc.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I had to get. I mean, I've got the album too. In fact, I've got one that I'm restoring here that I'll show in a minute. But I absolutely love this. Crazy Train, Randy Rhoads. I mean, this may be. Let me make myself bigger here, and I don't mean what you think.
Whoa.
This may be my favorite Ozzy album.
Oh, that's cool.
Ozzy Alborn.
Ozzy Alborn, yeah. And
Ozzy album.
I mean, it's just, I mean, the songs that are on this, Crazy Train, Mr. Crowley, I mean, just great stuff. So anyway, I'm putting it back.
Royce, can you do that laugh at the beginning of Crazy Train?
No, I can't.
I bet you
I'd have to
could do
practice
it
too
with
many
a lot.
times. I'd have to practice too many times, and everybody will leave the chat. You know. So
I think Royce could do that
my
with reverb.
my wife was in Texas this week, okay? And she called me up and she goes, "Hey, I'm at this store and they've got albums." She goes, "I've got a Red Hot Chili Peppers greatest hits, and I have that Nirvana album with the naked baby on it, Nevermind." Which incidentally, I wonder if that's going to be some kind of a, one of these covers like the Lies cover for Guns N' Roses is going to be the band cover someday or something.
It doesn't matter if it is. They've pressed about 50 million copies.
There's so many out there.
So I told her, well, what does the Red Hot Chili Peppers have on it? She goes, "Under the Bridge, give it away, give it away, give it away now."
Wow, that was good.
Californication. Every freaking one of these songs. I can't say all of them. There's a couple I don't even recognize, but I absolutely love so many of these songs. I mean, Californication, Give It Away, Under the Bridge. I mean, that guitar intro on Under the Bridge is really cool. I know you guys know exactly what I'm talking about, but I think this is
How's it go?
pretty badass album. And I personally always liked the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Didn't always like Flea coming out playing on a diaper and shit. A little embarrassing for me, Like, what the hell's wrong with this guy, Freaking, it's a freaking clothes on.
I saw them in concert when they were all wearing socks on their units. That's it. Just a sock.
I'm not sorry I missed that one.
I mean, we weren't expecting it. They just show up and it's like, whoa, okay.
I've got to take a quick look at the vinyl. This is a.
Oh, look, he's tearing into it right now.
Once again, it's a true unboxing. I'm going to play it. It's not gonna sit in my boxes over here, like a lot of things are doing. So anyway, we have this cool gatefold. Let me know if Flea's in there in his diaper.
Oh, no, but there's a baby picture of Flea.
Okay. Oh, wait, is that a B? Somebody hanging a BA there? I can't really know. The guy's hanging his head down. Couldn't hardly tell the difference. Okay, so anyway, let's take a little look here. This is a 2-album set, greatest hits, and I really can't wait to play this. I just thought I'd unbox it on the show first. Look at that.
That's
Beautiful,
cool.
beautiful red lips there, and on this side is something kind of different. Okay, so already read the huh? I already read the most notable songs. Let me grab the other album real quick, see if it looks any different. Okay, so I've got this. I've got one other too, and like I said, I've got this damaged vinyl hoard. I'm still cleaning mold out of the covers, and unsticking the covers was quite a trick. You know, if it hadn't been for, I actually asked everybody on Facebook and on some of the vinyl sites and music sites, you know, for advice. And people were like, steam it, do this, do that. No, whatever you do, don't steam it. That's what caused the problem in the first place, was moisture. And it went back and forth and back and forth. And I did the best I could. But what really saved me on a couple of them was Royce's Magic Vinyl Cleaner.
Oh, look at that.
I missed, huh?
Look at that.
I make it. And I misted some of these stuck together ones, and some of the ones where part of one label had come off and stuck to the other album. And I was able to, I missed it and just roll off the piece that I didn't want. And it was not perfect. It's not a perfect science. I'll show you one of the ones I had to work on that was really bad. But anyway, second verse, same as the first. You got the lips. And then you've got the same little thing on the other side. Okay. Let me just, after what I'm going through with this vinyl hoard over here, let me just put this back in the cover so they're safe. But yeah, I was really surprised when she brought this in and handed it to me. It looked like somebody had taken a fire hose to them, you know. Okay, so that's that one. Well, I showed Blizzard of Oz. And then I've got AC/DC Back in Black that has not been opened. And I probably am not going to open this one right now. We've got plenty to do. But, I mean, I love this album. I love Hell's Bells. I'm a surfer, and I was reading a story about two guys in Australia, surfers, pulled up to Bells Beach, and they'd never seen the waves so big. And just as they pulled up and their mouths dropped open on the radio, started playing Hell's Bells. And I was reading this in Surfer Magazine. The guy will never forget it, you know. And Shoot to Thrill, Rock and Roll Ain't Noise Pollution, You Shook Me All Night Long. I mean, it's just great songs. I think all my favorite AC/DC songs are on this one. Okay, well, that's pretty much my new stuff. So what I'll do is I'll show my little I'll show a little bit of my little vinyl hoard here I keep talking about. Here's my 24 thrashed albums, you know, and some of them are still stuck together as we speak. But I did get some of them apart. But just to give you an idea of the kind of stuff I've got here, you know, I've got this Dio.
What is that, Holy Diver?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it's nice. Last in Line.
Last in Line.
And the cover on the bottom's thrashed, you know, but in the back, I think that was stuck to my the one I'm going to show you next. But anyway, I bought these nice sleeves, you know, the scratch-free, anti-static, archival sleeves after I cleaned them up, and I played these, and this played just really good.
Nice.
The vinyl is good, and I was just stoked to see that, to hear that, I should say. So
that's great.
I'll just show a couple more real quick. Like I said, I'm going to do these little shows midweek, 15 minutes long. I've got one tomorrow morning. I was just in Cannery Row in Monterey, and I made a video on Cannery Row. And that's why I picked my wife up at the San Francisco airport. On the way home, we stopped in Cannery Row. When I took her to the airport the week before, I filmed Haight-Ashbury, and I filmed Pier 39, famous Pier 39. Okay, so this is another one that I salvaged, and I already just showed you the picture disc of this one. But again, it was pretty messed up down here, and there was a whole bunch of other album covers stuck to it. And like I said, I misted it with my, once again, Royce's Magic Vinyl Cleaner. I misted it and was able to just kind of roll the paper off of the other album. But again, this one played really, really well. I've got 7 of the 24 cleaned up, and every single one of them played good, and the vinyl is good. I mean, it looks good, and even I'm not gonna lie to anybody. There are some scratches and scuffs in some of them, and I was shocked that it played right through them without any you know, any noise. It just played right through them. I was really pleased. I didn't expect them to sound so good. They sounded really good. And like I said, all 24 of these are supposed to be original presses. Now I'm going to show you this next one because it's a little novel, and I don't know that much about stuff that says what this one says. But this is actually a Sammy Hagar, and again, you can see the cover is just the cover. But what it says right here. Let me get on the right side here.
Which record is that?
It's a promotional copy, not for sale.
Is that a 12-inch single or is that a full-length record?
No, it's just that's one song on each side.
Oh, so it's a 12-inch single.
Pardon me?
What songs are on it?
Yeah, but again, the vinyl here is this may be the cleanest one I've done yet. I mean, this vinyl is just Geffen Records, but you can see the shine and sparkle on this damn thing. It's just really nice. Okay, I'm blowing through these pretty quick. I've got to show them one more. Again, I'm going to do a little 15-minute show, and I'll clean a couple more up first and show my progress here. But okay, I've got an Iron Maiden. And that was, I think this is not even a cover, it's an actual sleeve, but it's a very thick sleeve. And really saved this one, stayed really clean. Then I've got a...
Wait, hold that Iron Maiden up.
Okay. 2 Minutes to Midnight. Okay.
Oh, so that's a 12-inch single.
Yep.
Nice.
2 Minutes to Midnight. Yeah, you're right. One song on each side.
Yeah.
Okay, then I've got some other things here. I've got Rush, Fly By Night.
Nice.
More Ozzy, Motley Crue, Too Fast for Love. Anyway, like I said, I want to do a little 15-minute show and just go through all these. So I'm not going to take any more time on them right now.
Hey, Royce, what version of that Motley Crue is that? Is that the Elektra version?
The what version?
Elektra?
Okay, let me find out.
Look on the back.
There's so much of the cover is missing that
Well, pull the record out.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Yes, it's Elektra.
Okay.
Is that?
Could you imagine if that was a leather record, you guys?
I'd fall off my chair.
Wait. Say that again.
Fall off my chair.
For what? Why?
Because the very first pressing of that, they pressed it on their own label, and it's called Leather Records. And there's 3 pressings of that, and they're all very, very hard to find. And this was before they got the deal with Elektra.
And very, 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 very expensive.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, that's interesting.
Pat has a complete signed second pressing, I think.
Of course.
Oh, stop
It's
it.
spotless.
All right. So
Like,
and not signed in modern days, signed back in the day.
Vintage autograph.
Vintage autograph.
So Pat, are you ready to go next?
Oh, I'm going next? Okay, yeah, sure.
Why not? You're next
Okay.
in line from.
All right.
You're the next in line.
My beautiful wife picked this up, and now this is personal acquisitions. Okay, so Blackstone Cherry. I forget the name of the record there. I think it's
Condition.
the Human Condition. This is on red vinyl. They actually they do I forget which ELO song they redo on this, but it's actually kind of cool. So if you want to see the red, I can show you the red. If you don't, then that's fine. Recently got that, and I just picked this up today. Again, thanks to my lovely wife. I've been wanting to get this. Some places have it and some
Oh,
places
look at
don't.
that. Okay,
So
what
this
is
is
it?
the
What is
Eagles.
the name of that?
This is it's called When Hell Freezes Over. It's a live
Okay.
record. So
Nice.
basically, what happened was they broke up, and they got back together and did a live record, and they said,
Gotcha.
we'll never get back together until hell freezes over.
Not
So
Hell Freezes
yeah,
Over, right.
yeah. So I don't know if you can see the songs there. I love the Eagles, and this is a great little package here. Just sounds great.
Right.
New
Awesome.
to The Wizard's Lair. This is actually really cool.
Okay.
And yes, you can find this at The Wizard's Lair. This is a Mr. Big 45-inch box set.
Huh.
And there's only 2,000 of these pressed. There's, I think, 3 or 4 45s in here, and they're colored vinyl. And this is from the Lean Into It record. So these are all hits from the Lean Into It. You get a free. Well, you don't get a free. You get a guitar pick. You get a poster. And I'll just take one of the records out just so you can see it. Okay.
I thought that was named after me at the nude beach.
Lean Into It.
No.
Oh, Mr. Big. Okay, so here's one of the 45s. Just awesome. If you're not into if you never heard this band, go check them out. I mean, the singer, the guitar, the whole band's fantastic. They all sing. It's just incredible band.
If you've only heard the one song that you know, go listen to the band because they're way more than that song.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, no, I remember them. They were around like in the 90s and stuff, and early 90s and late.
So what do we
80s.
have here? What is that there?
It looks like white vinyl and can't see the
Lift
label.
up a little higher. Lift up a little higher.
Yep.
Okay.
Road to Ruin.
Born to
Road to
Run.
Ruin.
Road to Ruin.
Road to Ruin.
And the drill song.
And the drill
The
song.
drill song. Okay. Yeah. That's pretty
So yeah, these are really cool. Again, very limited. Comes with a big poster, a guitar pick.
Nice.
Just awesome set. If you like Mr. Big, which I absolutely love them, they're just great. New in the store, we also have, which I spun yesterday, I believe, Pink Floyd's The Wall.
Yeah, I have that too.
Just a beautiful remaster. If you haven't heard these 2016 remasters, oh my gosh, they are just amazing.
Just that,
really good stuff.
I've listened to that very album.
And one of I'm going to take this one out just so we can see it. One of Jason's favorite all-time albums here, I believe. We have Cinderella.
I love it.
What's the name of this record again?
Come on.
Is Mikey in the credits?
Night Songs.
On that?
So they reissued Night Songs, okay, on a violet and a red 180 gram. Just beautiful. Look at that.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much the color of that.
Of the record, yeah. It's like the theme of the record. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Similar to Soul Station, Paul.
Well, that's his theme color too.
Yeah, that's Paul's.
Okay.
That's Paul's theme color.
Right. It's Paul, Prince, and the first Cinderella.
And right, yeah, Paul Prince and the first Cinderella.
That's right.
I don't know if you can actually see that or not.
No, not too bad. We can see it.
Yeah,
Still got the shrink wrap on it, but again, this is another one of those Friday music re-releases, and they do a great job on the record. I'm not so impressed on the covers because it's a little dark.
Gotcha.
And Pat, I got to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Maria Day wants to know: has Pat found any Nelson yet?
That's about as good as Royce finding that leather records in his stack right there. That's a hard one to find.
Oh, you think it's not that rare? Would you think?
Try to find the first pressing of it. It's not that easy.
What are you talking about? The Nelson?
Yeah, After the Rain.
Oh, the original pressing. Oh, that's tough to find. Yeah, you're right.
Try to find that. That thing's tough.
I was talking about the reissue.
And look, the reissue people still hold on to those. They don't pop up very often. So yeah, Look, at some point it'll show up, Maria, and we'll have it, and then we'll let you know.
All right, next.
Next.
Okay, Mikey, you up?
Royce. Yeah.
Okay, hold on, man. We're
I
getting
think,
to
he
that.
mutes. I think he pushes the wrong button and mutes everybody first.
Always.
That's right. I almost threw you off the show by accident.
Well, it wouldn't be the first time, right? All right, so anyway, listen,
I've thrown myself off the show.
Hey, last week he booted himself. You remember?
Yeah, yes, so I don't remember. Hey, listen, I'm on. Michael McVeigh just sent me a text.
Yeah.
He says, "Okay, everybody." He said it's okay to tell everybody. Mike's got COVID, and his mom's got COVID.
Oh, geez.
Because he wants everyone to say hello. He loves everybody, and thank you for all the well wishes and prayers. Okay.
Okay.
You bet.
All right. So.
Yeah, I hope you're watching, and I hope you're feeling better, buddy.
Me too.
We were praying for you big time, but is it still pretty serious right now? Is he had to go to the hospital, or
He just found out today that he had.
okay?
Yeah.
He's laying low and seeing what happens tomorrow.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. So that being said, this is what I got this week. All right.
Right.
First, I got Toys in the Attic.
Whoa! Look at that.
This
Yeah,
is
that's nice.
It's not, it's not an original pressing. It's a remastered. This has to be one of their best. It's 180 grams.
Nice.
Nothing spectacular, but
Hey, those remasters sound great. Don't
they really do, and they're louder.
Well, yeah, for the remastered for today's standards, absolutely.
Correct. Yes.
Right. And this has to be one of their best albums.
Oh, it's such a great record.
Yeah.
The first 3 albums you can't touch. Then it was just okay after that. And that's
Right.
as an Aerosmith fan, that's it. So anyway, and then I got from the Wizard's Lair.
Oh, hey.
The Wizard's Lair.
Hey.
I got a remastered
Led Zeppelin.
Led Zeppelin.
Look how nice that is.
It's beautiful. And the thing I love about it, it's like the original Atlantic.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
They did not spare any expense on those remasters.
Nope.
And those were pressed in Germany, so they sound fantastic.
Okay.
Ahmet Erdogan's Atlantic. He founded it.
That's right.
Another album I got from The Wizard's Lair.
No, God.
Wizard's Lair again.
Whoa.
Paranoid. And it's like the original pressing. It's got the gatefold.
That's everybody's feelings right at this moment.
What's
Yeah.
that?
Paranoid.
Paranoid.
Right?
Paranoid.
We're all paranoid.
Especially Pat.
Believe me, I am.
Right? And it got
Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
all the lyrics, and it's fan. I loved when albums would give you the lyrics. They gave you every bit of information you could possibly know about how they recorded it, where they recorded it, who was on it, who did it. You don't get that shit with a CD.
You do, but it's tiny.
Yeah, and who could read that shit? Not me. Right?
Yeah, I have both those albums you just showed, and they're older, but I don't know that they're original press. I haven't even looked into it.
Well, I went apeshit crazy over at Best Buy because somebody told me that Best Buy doesn't have vinyl anymore, and I think they're full of defecate because my Best Buy has a shit ton of vinyl.
Oh yeah, they do.
And I could not resist, and I've been playing this.
And believe me, I was on the phone when he was purchasing this stuff.
Sly and the Family Stones.
Yeah.
Do you know I absolutely love that band? I was listening to them as a teenager.
Right.
And I saw them twice in concert at the Hollywood Palladium, Betty and I.
Right. They don't have a bad song.
No.
They don't have a bad song.
And Sly, what a performer. When we saw him at the Hollywood Palladium, when the whole band went off stage, he'd come back alone and sing and dance, and
How about Larry Graham with that nice deep voice?
Yeah.
Check it out. It comes with a poster.
Nice.
Right, that was taken up in up on 125th Street in Harlem,
Beautiful.
That's nice.
and the album sleeve is like a soft white paper. I guess they knew I was going to buy it because I rip every fucking thing.
Just don't shove the record in there with like a beast.
And it was on. It looks like the original pressing. You know, even though it's a repressing. You know, on Epic.
Sure.
It's like it's all retro. You know, Dynamite.
Beautiful.
And I'm going to tell you, if you're a Sly fan, this record, once you play it, you can't stop playing it.
Now, which one is it again? Greatest hits or
Greatest hits? Like I said, it's got "Thank You."
I love Sly and the Family Stone.
I want to take you higher. Hot fun in the summer. Hot
Yeah, I want to take you higher. Yeah.
Right, stand. Everybody's a star. Everyday people.
Oh, I love that song.
Everyday people. Yeah. Yeah, no, they're a great band.
Yeah, and then dance to the
music.
And you can make it if you try. Sing a simple song, and my lady life.
You got that at Best Buy, huh?
I got it at Best Buy, and it was cheap. It was like $18.
I know. You know, I went to Best Buy in San Luis Obispo last week. They had 3 Kiss albums, 3 different ones. They had oh god, I can't even remember. They have the one that I have, the double album set and the red marble, vinyl. And then they had Rock and Roll Over.
Should have got that.
I can't remember what the other one was.
You should have got Rock and Roll Over.
Oh yeah, what a fantastic record that is.
It is like one of their best records ever. Okay, and here, and I know Pat and Jason are going to throw up. I'm a big Springsteen.
Oh God, here we go.
Oh boy.
Okay, and
here we go.
Born to Run. I don't give a fuck. Okay, and hit on all the poetic lyrics from this genius. Okay, so I got Born to Run on 180 gram.
Hey Altini, can you do his part in We Are the World?
We are the world.
No,
we are the children.
Was that when the music stopped?
When he really grits it down.
Yeah.
All right, and anyway, here's the last one. Last one. Darkness on the Edge of Town. There is not a bad song on this record.
Not a good one either. I'm just kidding. I'm totally just kidding.
Anyway, it comes with a cardboard sleeve
with a money back guarantee.
You're a dick.
You almost made me choke on my water, Pat.
Oh, my God.
Choke on the water.
That's the wrong band. That was wait, that's Deep Purple, isn't it?
That's Deep Purple, yeah.
Dick.
I think he's wearing the same shirt on both records, isn't he?
Anyway, that's all I got.
Altini?
Just wife beaters.
Is he wearing the same shirt on both records?
It's the front cover and the back cover, you dick.
No, put the 2 records together. I think he's wearing the same shirt.
Okay, let's put no anal wipe. He's not. Okay.
Okay. Just checking. He's got a full stock of white beefy tees at home.
That's right.
Oh.
Okay, Jason, my friend, you are up.
Yes, sir. Whoa, look at that hat. Well, you guys all got a whole lot more stuff than I got. I have a whole bunch of stuff coming in. Not a whole bunch, a few things coming in this week, but I, reached back into the archives here to grab something that I thought would be cool to share. This is the here's the hype sticker that I saved. This is the 25th anniversary Super Deluxe Edition 4 CD, 1 DVD, 180 gram LP, limited edition, blah 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 blah, of the debut album from Stone Temple Pilots.
Cool.
Whoa!
And look at that. It's got foil cover, and it's kind of
yeah.
thick.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
Yep. So, and of
I
course,
have I have a new Stone Temple Pilots I haven't even opened, but it's not that one. The
Yeah.
cover was similar.
and this is all
Raised,
embossed.
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 Nice.
I don't
Wow.
know if you can tell, but it is embossed.
Wait, is that a repress? You said?
This is the 25th anniversary. It came out a couple years ago.
Okay, gotcha.
And then on the inside, you've got it's got 4 CDs,
Wow.
bunch of unreleased stuff, and it's got a DVD here.
Wow, that's nice packaging.
Yep. And so this folds back this way. Here's another
Yeah.
live shot of the band, and here is this side is where the album goes. So that is this, an old school Atlantic label, and it is just black vinyl,
Nice.
but it's really nice. It comes with this booklet. Got a booklet here.
Hey, Danny.
Very nice.
Yeah. Got a bunch of cool stuff in it.
Oh, look at that.
Pretty neat. It's
Look
hard
at
to
that booklet. That's pretty. Nice glossy booklet.
And then this is kind of the back sheet. It comes off when you take the cellophane off, but it's got the track listing and stuff. So this is the record that had Creep and Plush and Cracker Man and Sex Type Thing and all those on it. So you got the first album remastered.
Now I'm wondering if that isn't the one that I have. I might have to grab it while you guys are talking.
Yeah, check it out.
Well, go ahead, Cracker Man.
Okay.
It's got the first album remastered, and then the second disc has a bunch of demos and B-sides. Disc 3 is a live show from '93. Disc 4 is the MTV Unplugged, and the DVD is the 5.1 surround sound mix.
Oh wow!
2496 stereo of the original album. You get it in DTS 5.1 and all of that stuff. Plus, you get the vinyl in it. So, pretty cool little package.
That is a cool package.
Yep, that's all I got to show.
Well, that set you back.
Okay.
I don't even remember, Pat.
That's a nice little anniversary edition there.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
Wish most bands would do stuff like that.
I don't think this is that, but it looks similar.
I mean, that's the record. I think that's
cool.
just an issue, a new issue of the record. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at your hype sticker.
And like you said, it's got Creep on it, Piece of Pie, Plush, Wet My Bed. Jeez. Let's sing about wetting our bed. Okay.
I've got an autographed CD of that.
Yeah. Okay,
nice.
So Dan, did you?
What's up, Dan?
Not much, man. I've been working on a whole lot of software program this week. I want to try to show it off a little bit tonight.
Oh,
if it'll work.
If it'll work, yeah.
Are you going to play Charlie Watts' drums or something?
No, but I do have a video of Mick Jagger on stage back in 2017 introducing the band. So there shouldn't be any copyright issue with this since they're not playing any music. So I thought that'd be appropriate right before we do the unboxing.
Sweet.
Yeah, well, we're right at the end of the unboxing. We've all shown. Well, no, we haven't. We've just shown our new stuff. We haven't. We haven't actually unboxed the phones. But
did you get anything new?
No, nothing new. I've been too busy all week working on this new program. You can see I've got some new background stuff. I've got a whole bunch of new equipment I've been working with. A whole nother software package that I integrated with StreamYard, which is pretty cool. It's called OBS. You ever heard of OBS? It's open broadcast.
I have not.
Have not.
Yeah, it's called open broadcast.
Well, I know an old BSer.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, there's 5 of them right here tonight on the show.
Well, let me see
about 20 more in the chat.
Okay, let me see if I can get this going here. It's very complicated.
Yeah, go for it.
Here we go.
That scene behind you reminds me of Elton John at the Forum playing Rocket Man on the $1 Million piano. That scene went around the piano, but also played on a monstrous screen behind him. It was just like that almost.
Here we go. And here we go. Hope y'all can hear that.
It sounded like you took a drink of something.
No, we cannot hear any audio.
No audio.
No audio.
No
No.
audio. Video looks good though.
Hello, Cleveland. Mr.
All
Charlie
right.
Watts on the drums.
All right, I'll have to work a little bit further on that. I got soundboards
Okay.
and everything else, so I thought I had it. It's hard to test it when I'm by myself here, so you can
Right.
I can try to simulate, but it takes a lot of work to get the simulation going.
Well, it looked good, and when you came out of it, it faded.
Yeah, it
it was
did.
a cool fade back into you. So you're close to having it there.
90% there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was nice.
you got right back there.
Yep, no audio. That's cool. You're right. You're in it on the side.
You're in
That's
it.
cool.
You got to hold your
Wow.
lighter up.
Oh yeah,
Reach out and touch Mick Jagger.
Look at that. Ron Wood, Mick Jagger.
Still cool footage though.
Charlie's next.
Thought I heard some girls in the crowd there for a second. Oh yeah, see? Can you hear them?
I think it's over at Royce's
No.
or something.
There's
There
Charlie.
he is.
Charlie.
Charlie.
What a great guy, you know.
How sad.
Oh man. Keith.
Beer belly.
He's just that guy is timeless.
You have to say his name like with an F at the end. Keith.
I think he's going to outlive all of us.
He might.
You outlived Charlie.
Yeah.
All right, that's about it.
Okay.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to work on that
Thank you.
audio.
No, that was
Pretty cool.
Okay, let's talk about Charlie Watts, the only drummer that's ever been in the Rolling Stones. He was there from the beginning, and he's really a beloved figure. You know, I mean, he wasn't a showboater. He didn't try to take center stage, which is often hard for a drummer. He played his role. He played it well. Like I said, he was a beloved figure. The band was formed in '62. He was part of it. He died at the age of 80. From what I've read, no cause was given, but at 80 years old, I mean, you could say old age, you know. But I don't know if you guys have heard anything since about a cause, whether it was a heart attack or whatever. But you know, he didn't get involved in all this. Keith Richards and Mick Jagger spun off into all kinds of crazy stuff, and Charlie was just a straight arrow. You know, he got married for 64 years. Married in October 64, not 64 years, to Shirley Ann Shepherd. He met her before the band was successful, so it was 50-something years. And they had one daughter. He had one grandchild from that daughter. He was an original. Him, Jagger, Richards, Brian Jones, who played multi-instruments, Watts on drums, Wyman on bass. And what I think is really funny is, Keith Richards recently wrote a book, and it was on the best-selling list. The name of the book was Life. And one of the stories that Keith told was about the time that Charlie Watts punched Mick Jagger in the face. And they were having a meeting in a hotel room, and they all had their own rooms, but they were all going to meet in the one room. And and Mick called the meeting together. His ego was just going out of control. He wanted to discuss, you know, whether the band should even break up. You know, he was such a big guy that he was just going to go solo and do it on his own. And so, you know, he looked at Charlie Watts and he said, you really shouldn't have anything to say about that. After all, you're just the drummer. And Charlie Watts went over, grabbed him by the lapel, punched him so hard so hard in the face, he fell into a platter of smoked salmon. And, you know, it was slippery, and he slid all the way over to the window and almost fell out the window into the canal. I almost died when I read that. But that's in Keith Richards' autobiography. I want to buy that.
Don't ever tell a drummer he's just a drummer.
That's right. I heard Charlie Watts.
We will kill you.
I heard Charlie
that's
Watts.
exactly what he said to him. Don't ever tell me I'm just a drummer. That's exactly
Yeah.
what Charlie
Yeah,
Watts said to him after he knocked him out.
Yeah, and Charlie
Almost
Watts also
knocked him
came
out.
back and said that that after a while he thought about it. Well, that's actually kind of an honor, he said, to think that I am Mick Jagger's drummer. You know, so he eventually took it as a compliment.
Well, and he was that kind of a guy, though. It was just a good person from everything I've read. Just a stand-up guy. You know, never got involved in any of the crazy shit that Mick and Keith were doing. I don't know, everything under the sun for a while there. You know, experimenting with everything. And Keith Charlie was just a great guy. And
he never
got
took a
involved in
drum
any of that
lesson.
stuff. What's
He
that?
never took a drum lesson. He said he watched other people play the drums, and that's how he figured out how to play the drums. But if you notice that his beats are not like a regular beat, all drummers will tell you to try to do a beat like Charlie Watts to figure it out. They have a tough time with it, right? But once they get it.
He lifts up on the hi-hat when he hits the snare, which is not common.
Yeah.
Right. So
yeah,
that's another thing. I mean, here's a guy he watched.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm going to show a couple of pictures of Charlie Watts that I loaded earlier. Relatively young. What would you say he is? Early 30s, right there. Late 20s, early 30s.
35.
Maybe 35.
Probably.
I could see
55.
35. And here, maybe 36, right? I mean,
yeah.
Okay. Look at that white shirt.
He was feeling gay that day.
Something about that right hand, the way he's holding the drumstick, I guess.
Yep.
Look at this is classy. Keith Richards. I can't look at Keith and not laugh. I'm sorry. No disrespect intended. Look at Charlie there with that early British haircut. Probably considered
long chops.
There he is. All right. Well, that's all the pictures I had loaded.
Nice.
But, okay, Jason, do you have anything to say? In homage to Charlie?
No, nothing specific. Just a highly influential drummer to everyone that I listen to. For sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Certainly a huge influence on Kiss. With the band even doing a cover on the Dynasty album. So, I'm not the biggest Stones fan in the world, but absolutely respect the band and love Charlie Watts' playing. He always played for the song, and just a fantastic example of a perfect musician. So
a true professional.
Sure.
In every sense. Pat?
Well, I got to tell you, growing up, I wasn't the biggest Stones fan until I actually saw them. There was when I was a kid, of course, I was like the Kiss guy, right? And I had a couple of friends. One was his family loved Aerosmith, and the next door neighbors to them loved the Rolling Stones. And I used to just, we all used to get in arguments of your band sucks and your band sucks and all that stuff. But, so I didn't really appreciate them when I was younger until, right around the 80s started to come around. And, of course, I knew Angie and, Painted Black and all that kind of stuff. And just, I thought stuff was cool, but it just didn't hit me like the stuff I was listening to at the time.
Right.
And so I was a little bit of a late bloomer when it came to that kind of stuff. And then one night, this is kind of a funny story. One night, we were at my wife and I were at the MGM, and we decided, okay, let's go down there. And they were playing at the MGM. This was in 94, 95. And we'd always go down to these big events because you never know who would show up, and you kind of get a couple autographs and you have a fun night of it. Okay. So we were sitting there, and this lady says, "Hey, I've got an extra ticket. Would you like to have it?" And I'm looking at my wife, and she's looking at me, and I'm looking at her. She's looking at me. I'm like, okay, so what do we do here? There's only one ticket. So she goes, I tell you what, you take the ticket, enjoy the show, and I'll catch a cab to work. And I was like, oh, okay. So when I actually saw them for the first time, I was very impressed with Charlie, and he was basically the glue that held that band together. Just fantastic. With his unorthodox playing, and you just sit there and go, wow, how does he do that? And it was just so natural for him to do. They sounded great. They played every hit you could possibly imagine. And so right then and there, I said, oh, okay, I get it now.
Right.
I get what the Stones is all about.
It's like like Springsteen. You don't get it until you go see him.
Well, I wouldn't go that far, but
I've never gotten Springsteen. Never.
Let's
stay in reality here now.
Yeah.
Hey, Mikey, Mikey, I like Springsteen. I haven't listened to it yet, but I've got a 5-album set. I don't even know where I got it. It's about that fat.
Oh, brother.
It's like a Los Angeles phone book.
Woo.
But he's got some good songs.
We got to do a Springsteen unboxing.
Oh my God! I will say Pat and I will either be out of town, sick, or incapacitated.
No, actually, I think I do have a couple of Springsteen records. I know I got Born to Run.
I don't have
one. I actually like Born to Be Wild, and I heard some old songs I never could find again about the Vietnam War and soldiers.
Born to Be Wild.
And yeah, I actually like that. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's Steppenwolf.
That's Steppenwolf. That's the wrong band.
No. What am I thinking of?
'Cause baby, I was born to run.
Maybe he was Born to Run. Yeah.
I want to be your friend. I want to.
It was like the late 80s or early 90s or something.
Woo! I don't know about that, man.
Okay, well, I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm bringing Mikey up.
Yeah.
All right, let's get on with the Rolling Stones here because I got to go.
That's right.
All right, so listen, I got 3
We are listening.
I got 3 albums. Okay, 1, Let It Bleed. This is original. This is original, baby. Okay, this should be like one of their greatest hits albums because they have, Midnight Rambler, Gimme Shelter, Monkey Man on it. You always can't. You can't always get what you want, right? So here, this is. I think.
Yeah, Mikey, listen to the Stones.
Right, it's pretty good in pretty good shape. What do you think?
Yeah, it's not bad.
For me, it's on London. It's on London.
Okay.
And
unbelievable.
There's no inner sleeve.
Hey, dickhead, I got the inner.
Yeah.
And it's in purple. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Okay. And it gives you, who's playing on what. No lyrics, of course. And look, Pat, I think would be proud of me. Look how clean that
nice.
Not a schmutz on there. Look at that.
Right?
Careful now.
Oh, it's time for me to smash it in here.
That's right.
Careful.
Right.
Easy.
So now we got Let It Bleed, one of their best albums.
Yeah, I'd agree.
Okay. Here's one of their worst albums.
Uh-oh.
My humble opinion is the Satanic Majesty's Request. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, it's a great album. It's 3D. This is
lenticular,
right? Lenticular. Look at the gatefold. Ain't that wicked?
Trippy.
Yeah, that is.
Whoa.
All right. And this is on London Records, but it sounds so much like a Beatles record that if I want to listen to the Beatles, I'll buy a Beatles record. I tell you, this is like Sgt. Pepper, right?
What's the hit off of there? You got like one song off of there, right?
Oh yeah. There's a great song. She's a Rainbow, and then there's 2000
Man's on that.
Yeah, 2000 Man's on that.
Okay, but every other song is like, what the fuck? It's like a Beatles, Beatles song, and I'm listening to Stones, not the Beatles. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
So, but here,
Hey, is your name on a little piece of plastic film?
Here we go. Oh, yeah. But here, this is the album this is their best album ever.
Pat, he's growing funny flowers outside of his little windowsill.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's right. Yeah.
Wow.
This is the original Some Girls. It's
Oh, you
got
didn't.
this is before they, what do you call it? They censored it. This is uncensored.
Now, what is it that's on there that's not on the later versions?
Well, all of those people,
Yeah, a lot of those people. Yeah.
because
Okay, well, I mean, I've got the same album. But
Yeah, but yours doesn't have
Is
Yeah,
mine
Red
original or?
yeah, you see, look, there's Lucille Ball,
Red Buttons. You have
Red Buttons.
Bridget
couldn't-
Bardot.
They could, yeah, Bridget Bardot. You couldn't get everybody's consent to do that, so they were afraid that someone was going to sue them.
Gotcha.
Right, and here on the back.
Yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah. Some of them are blocked out on mine.
Correct.
Right. So this was the original pressing.
Very
And
nice.
here, it's on.
Well, you're kind of proud of that, aren't you?
Yeah.
You know what? Because number one, it's the original. But number
Right.
two is this is the first time I got to see the Rolling Stones at a place in New York City called the Palladium.
Mm.
Ooh, beautiful place.
Only holds, I think, maybe 1,800, 2,000. That's it.
Yeah.
And it was a secret concert that they played. It wasn't advertised. You had to know somebody to get a ticket and whatever. I was lucky enough, a cop gave me a ticket. And we went in. Toots and the Maytals, which is a great reggae band, opened up for them. And the rude audience was booing Toots, and they started throwing beer cans and shit. And Mick Jagger came out and said, "One more outburst, and we are not playing tonight.
That's it.
Wow.
Give him some respect." And all of a sudden, everybody loved Toots and the Maytals.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, it was an unbelievable concert, and that's what Pat said. Because I was never like big on Rolling Stones, but when I saw them, I got it.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Mick commands the crowd like no other.
Oh,
He,
yeah.
he was running around singing, and
Boundless energy.
and Keith and Ron just kind of stand there, and they.
Yeah.
It's funny, they do these rock poses, and you're like, all right,
Right.
They're the ones who invented it, I think.
possibly.
Okay, that's all I got.
So who's up? Who wants to go next?
Jason's going to show all his.
Oh,
anthology.
come on, Pat. It's not
Okay.
me. It'll be
Not
Pat. No.
Okay. Well, you know what? I'll go ahead and throw mine out here.
Okay.
Now, I'm a little older than you guys. I lived the British invasion, which included the Rolling Stones in real time. I mean, I'm talking 6th, 7th, 8th grade. Satisfaction, Jumping Jack Flash. I mean, it was like nothing you've ever seen before, as far as I'm
Like your
concerned.
shirt, Royce.
And it was a wild time. I mean, our whole junior high divided between mods. You either wore like let's say a purple shirt with a white collar, white cuffs, and white polka dots, kind of like something Buddy Guy had come out and play the guitar with, or you were a mod or you were a cowboy, and the whole school divided into two camps.
What?
And it was like I said, nothing I've ever seen before. But we loved the Stones. In fact, we loved all the bands. They were all good. All the British invasion bands were great, and it was a total game changer for all of our musical taste. And so I've been a Stones fan my whole life. But like so many things, I don't get fanatical about it. I mean, I love the Stones, but I've always had their music, and I'm collecting more and more vinyl of theirs now. But again, I listen to so many different things anymore, and even back then I did too. In fact, I can remember another divide was between, say, like bands like the Beatles and the Rolling Stones and bands like the Beach Boys. When I would go visit my cousins in California from Henderson, Nevada, we'd argue over who had the most hits, the Beatles, the Stones, the Beach Boys, and they would argue on behalf of the Beach Boys, and I would argue on behalf of the Beatles or the Stones. And we'd go round and round over that. And so there was all kinds of stuff like that going on that was funny.
Well, good
But
thing
anyway,
you know Daddy Boggs back then.
What's that?
Yeah.
no Daddy Bugs back then, he would have kicked the shit out of you.
Well, we'll see about that. You know what I mean? So anyway,
what are you gonna do? Call him out?
Let's get ready to rumble!
he's in his 70s. Why not? So anyway, I've always been a Stones fan. I've always loved the Rolling Stones, but I'm not going to show my Some Girls because I've already been upstaged by the original. But so what I'm going to do now, you know, an interesting thing is way back when Mick Jagger and Keith Richards had a little startup band called the Blues Boys. And they met up with Brian Jones, the guitarist, and Charlie Watts and Ian Stewart, and they had Blues Incorporated. So they had separate bands, but they were starting to play a little bit together and stuff. Well, the BBC called Brian Jones and wanted to have Brian Jones do a BBC session, a live session. And the band didn't even have a name yet. So he was, you know, hemming and hawing. He was talking to the guy from the BBC, and he looked down, and there was the Best of Muddy Waters there. Side 1, track 5 was Rolling Stone. And he goes, our name is Rolling Stone. Our name is Rolling Stone. Just because he saw it on that album cover and they didn't have a name. So and it was a Muddy Waters compilation from '59 with Rolling Stone on it. So that's kind of how the band got its name, off that Muddy Waters album. And of course, Brian Jones was a founding member. He really didn't like that Mick was getting all the attention because he thought that he was basically the leader of the band. And they kind of got tired of him and they asked him to leave. I think it was 67. No, I'm sorry, 69. And within a month of him leaving, they found him dead in his own swimming pool. And he did have some respiratory problems, but I think it was kind of undetermined what he died from. Now, I saw the Rolling Stones in 1972. I was living in Long Beach at the time. A bunch of my friends came up from Henderson. We all went to the Stones concert. They were all huge Stones fans. And Exile on Main Street, 1972. What a great show. I've mentioned this before to some of you guys. Stevie Wonder opened for the Rolling Stones there in 1972. And nobody gave two shits. I mean, I love Stevie Wonder. I've got, I think, 5 of his albums. But because everybody was so crazy about the Stones, it was like nobody sat down. They didn't even shut the fucking lights off. People were milling around, walking up and down the aisles, making all kinds of noise. And after after a half a dozen songs, Stevie Wonder said, I'm going to get out of here, let you guys listen to the band you actually came to hear, you know? And I felt really sorry for him. And so one time when I did a little Stones unboxing, I actually started by unboxing a Stevie Wonder's greatest hits, just to kind of, you know, give him credit, you know, for the way he was treated that night and stuff like that. But anyway, so I saw him in 72. It was the Exile on Main Street tour. Then I've got this Bridges to Babylon shirt and hat on, and that was 1998. And I saw them, and all the concerts and dates are on the back of this T-shirt. But I saw them in Portland, Oregon. Believe it or not, it was my daughter Amber at the time gave Betty and I tickets to see the Stones, and we were so excited. Then we looked at the location; it was Portland. I made that drive. I drove all the way up there to see the concert, and I think I drove all the way back. I think it was about 1,300 miles.
Oh my gosh!
And Betty was funny. Betty quipped that the biggest difference between seeing the Stones in 72 and seeing the Stones in 98 was the size of the panties that were being thrown on the stage. You know? And
what are you trying to say there, Rice?
Huh?
What are you trying to say there, Bub?
I'm not trying. I'm just telling you like it was.
He's just stating facts, Pat.
When I was at the Stone concert, it was just a bunch of young, long-haired stoners, you know. Grateful Dead, Stones. I mean, Grateful Dead driving that train high on cocaine played like 40 times a day in 1972 in Long Beach. Everybody who picked up hitchhiking was selling dope. It was just pandemonium there in Long Beach. It was the craziest thing I ever saw. And we all loved every moment of it. But when we saw them then, it was just a bunch of young, high, long hairs. When I went up to see them in Portland, they all looked like freaking Keith Richards. You know what I'm saying? Times had changed. So they were doing their more recent tour, 2020. And we thought, you know, we see them every 22, 24 years. this may be our last opportunity. It was the No Filters tour. So as soon as I heard about it, I got on my phone and I found tickets and bought them. Betty booked flights. San Diego's really only about a 5-hour drive, but we thought, we'll fly down there, get a hotel room, kind of, have take it easy on ourselves. And so we booked all that stuff. COVID hit, and Vivid Seats. The show got canceled, of course, and of course it wasn't canceled; it was postponed, so no refunds. It took us, I don't know, maybe a year or so. We finally got our money back. I don't know that I would, now here's COVID spiking again. I'm afraid to buy a concert ticket, to be quite honest with you, because we don't know what's going to happen next. But that would have been the third time I saw them. I love those guys. It really affected me when Charlie Watts died. It was like part of the family almost, because, well, it's like he's been around my whole life and making great music the whole time.
Sure.
So I'm going to start out with something a recent acquisition, and it's the Rolling Stones. Getting the right light here. Beggars Banquet. Rolling Stones, and like Pat mentioned when I showed this, when I got it, when we were doing our What Do We Get This week's, this is one of those album covers, a little bit like the White Album. That yellow's real bad. So I thought it was kind of fortunate when I came across this one at a really good price in a used store. And of course, Beggars Banquet's a great album. It's got Sympathy for the Devil. I'll just skip around here a little bit. Parachute Man, Street Fighting Man, Stray Cat Blues, Factory Girl, Salt of the Earth.
A lot of man titles on there. Cracker Man, 2000 Man.
Of course, it's a gatefold. This is a pretty cool photograph here on this gatefold. Look at this. Okay, so we'll pull the vinyl out. London Stereophonic.
Mm-hmm.
London Stereophonic. I don't know if this is an original press. I don't know. I don't even know what the indicators would be for that on this. Eventually, I'll get around to seeing. But anyway, the vinyl's super clean. I think I bought it for like $22 or something at my used antique store in Paso Robles. So that's Beggars Banquet, and then we've got one here called Black and Blue. Make sure you can see that okay. The Rolling Stones, Black and Blue. Funny, the cover cuts Mick's face off. Okay, so let's just take a little look here. This is one of those little sticky flaps. Some of them you can't even hardly pull open. You almost destroy them. Open them. Okay, so once again, we have another gatefold.
We refer to those, Royce, as resealables.
Yeah, no, they are resealable, but every once in a while you get one that is not even meant to be open, Okay, or that's what you think. It's got, the information on making the album. Okay, and this is clean vinyl. This is clean vinyl. I haven't found flaws in it. I usually look at them really closely at the store, and if they don't look perfect, I don't buy them. And this has got Hot Stuff, Hand of Fate, Cherry O Baby, Memory Hotel, Hey Negrita, Melody. Now, this next song I love. It's really one of the few songs I recognize on this album, to be perfectly honest with you. And that's Fool to Cry. Daddy, you're a fool to cry. Eat your heart out, McVeigh. Crazy Mama. And I really don't recognize a lot of those titles on this one.
That one song, Hot Stuff, is a great song. Hot Stuff.
Okay. Well, I guess I gotta start listening to some of my albums. The next one needs very little introduction. Sticky Fingers. With
Sticky Fingers.
Got a pickle in his right pocket, I guess. On Andy Warhol art, he was kind of obsessed with the male lower extremities, as you can see. I thought it was Mick Jagger, but it wasn't. Let's see. Now, this is really a great album. Look at that sleeve. Classic sleeve.
That's great.
Here we go. Thank you,
Good
Andy
record
Laurel.
too.
Couldn't you have used women models for your art? I mean, come on. Come on, man. I mean, give me
Well,
some
those
praise.
were women to him.
That's right.
Those were
Okay.
Hishis.
They were women. Yeah. Sticky Fingers. Okay, now we got some great songs on here. Brown Sugar, Wild Horses. Who doesn't love Wild Horses?
Good
Sway.
Greg.
I think it's my entire family's favorite song, Wild Horses. Can't You Hear Me Knocking? You Gotta Move.
You
I mean,
got
they're-
cocaine.
now, these are all songs I'm very, very familiar with. Then you've got
I was
I
at
got
the
the-
studio where that they recorded Brown Sugar and what's the other song? I can't remember
well,
it right now.
they got Sister Morphine. I got the Blues, Dead Flowers. Dead Flowers, fantastic. Well, all three of those songs I just read are fantastic. Moonlight Mile, same thing. Okay, you wanted to know what the other one was. Okay, so we had Brown Sugar. Is that the one you were thinking of?
Yeah, that's
Brown
one of them.
Sugar, Sway,
Oh, Wild Horses. Yeah, Wild Horses.
Wow.
Yeah, Wild Horses is just. I love that song. Like
They
I said, I
recorded
think-
those up there in what do you call it? The swamp area. What's that called, Jason?
I don't know.
Right there in Alabama. Muscle Shoals.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Muscle Shoals.
Yeah.
We have a Muscle Shoals here in California here.
Yeah, they recorded those. It's I forget the name of the recording studio, but it's a super tiny little place. You can go in there and take tours. They recorded those two songs there, and you should see the board and the room that they recorded those in. Oh my gosh, tiny.
Wow.
Pretty incredible.
This one, I don't think this is as well known of an album. It's called Between the Buttons.
Hmm.
Between the Buttons. And
Who has something
right
playing in the
here in the
background?
little circles, it says Between the Buttons. And it's got these funny little cartoons on the back, you know, and
Mhm.
little comics, I should say. I won't read them. I've read them before. Some of them are
I think
funny, but
Altini's jamming to some music back there.
Again, London Stereophonic.
Beautiful.
Yeah, no, nice vinyl. Nice vinyl. Let's see what's on here. Now, this is small writing. You hear those sunglasses? Did you hear my reading glasses go across the vinyl just now?
Oh,
Yeah, nice big old scratch on that sucker now.
Jeez, I still can't read it.
For the love of God. Hey, I hear a fuck. Who's got a radio playing or some shit?
Altini, turn down your radio.
Hey, I don't have a radio on, Nick.
Let's spend the night together. Okay, we all know that one. That's a good song. Ruby Tuesday's on here. Let's spend the night together. Ruby Tuesday. She smiles sweetly, sweet, calm, and collected. Connection. So yeah, there's some good stuff on here.
Hey, listen, is somebody watching The Price is Right or some shit?
No,
Come on
not,
down.
not here. Not here.
Maybe Dan's trying out his software again.
Okay, well, that's all I've got for Rolling Stones. Who's left? Who's left to show some Stones?
Pat?
Jason?
No, Jason doesn't have any.
Oh,
Pat.
me? Pat?
Yeah, okay. I'll show the same two that I had before. But this one's actually kind of cool. Again, here's the record store day. Let It Bleed.
Yeah.
And this is hand poured, right, Jason?
That's right. Rare as hen's teeth.
Rare as hen's teeth. This particular copy.
Yep.
Really?
This is a. They did this once before. When this album first came out, they did a hand pour of this, and they gave it to all the record execs.
Right.
So.
Really?
Yeah, and so I guess many decades later they decide, oh, let's do one more run of these. So this is actually hand poured. I've never opened this, so I don't know what color it looks like. and it's very limited. I think there's only what 900 of these, Jason?
900. That's correct.
Okay, I get
Really?
Pat, I got to interrupt you. What do you mean by hand poured?
Oh, basically, instead of taking pellets, they take Jason. And correct me if I'm wrong, they take melted pellets and kind of make their own puck. So when the stamper comes down, it's its own like unique color and different shapes, right, Jason? Or
Yeah,
is that wrong?
it's not done.
It's not done by the
automatically
factory.
through-
Yeah.
it's not done automatically
Yeah.
through a hopper and that whole thing. It's all poured by hand and
All
everything.
hand fed in there.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
That's cool.
and again, Altini's got, he already showed all the songs on this, so everyone knows that's a great, this is a great record.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever open that.
Hey,
And then-
Julia says Keith is a mummy.
Yeah, pretty much, right? And I've got Tattoo You.
Oh yeah, no, I like that.
Again, like I said, I wasn't a huge fan until like the 80s, and then so when this album came out, I was like, whoa, it's actually a really cool record.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember what songs are on this, but
It is a cool album cover, though.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
It's a
really
great album cover. And I got a couple souvenirs from the 94 tour. So since my wife couldn't go, I brought her back this t-shirt.
Oh, look at that.
Nice.
So now this is considered a vintage, super expensive t-shirt now.
You can
Really?
see how thick it is. It's a good T-shirt.
Yeah. I always dug how they put different themes on the tongue and all that kind of stuff. It was cool.
Yeah,
I mean, what a great
No, that
marketing tool,
it's a great marketing tool. Yeah.
And this particular item here is even more rare. This is a promo T-shirt
Wow.
for the flight, the band, the tour flight. I guess maybe that's the best way to
No
say
kidding.
it.
Which tour was that?
What does that say there, guys?
I don't know. Something about
Well, hold
Russia.
on. a little
Back up,
higher.
Pat.
Low right there.
There you go.
Is that like
Heavy-
Russian on there? Antonov? Something?
Lift it up a little higher so you can see the bottom.
It just
Heavy
says heavy
lift
lift
logistics
logistics
support,
support.
okay.
Yeah. I don't know what
Yeah,
the
I
hell
don't
that is.
think that's,
I think it's the first time they went to Russia.
No, it's
Yeah.
it's a pretty cool, unique shirt. That's for
No,
sure.
that's a totally
No
cool
doubt
shirt.
about it.
Hey Pat, what's on the sleeve? There's something on the sleeve. The other
sleeve,
side.
on the
Other
sleeve.
side.
Right there.
Yep. Hold that up to the. There you go. Just like
All right. Now,
the other side.
see the back of it.
We got to see the side facing you.
Oh,
There we go.
what the fuck
Yeah.
is that?
Yeah, can't
That's
tell
a
it.
cool little
Cargo.
logo there.
Something cargo.
Rocket
Rocket
cargo.
cargo.
Rocket
Yeah.
cargo.
Pat, what size is that shirt?
I have no idea. Could be a large, but I was told this is like a $350 shirt.
You
Really?
want to sell it?
Yeah,
You want to sell it?
you're funny.
That answer's no.
You know
Altini.
I collect fucking. You know I collect road crew shirts.
Yeah, I know you do.
I'll trade my tribute to Hank Williams for it.
And that's all I've got, folks. That's it.
Hey Royce, come over to me for just a second. We'll see if we can get this to
Absolutely,
focus. Here is that one version of that hand poured.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
look at
There you
that.
go. Oh yeah, look at
Let
that.
it bleed.
Oh, that's
that's
totally
wicked.
badass.
Yeah. And so you can't
man.
get that out of a hopper. You have to do that
No.
by hand.
Oh,
And it's very, very labor intensive. And that's
Mhm.
why whenever you have hand pour runs, they're very, very low runs. Usually
Gotcha.
under 1,000 copies.
Considered almost like customized, right?
Yes, it's completely
Yeah.
customized. So
yeah.
that's
So
all.
do you think that one
That's
kind of
really
looks
cool.
like that one there, Jason?
I think it can be anything, man. I think Pat, they could have tried to replicate that, but I think every one of them will be 100% unique. I don't know if they tried to do
Yeah.
different designs or whatever, but that's just somebody's that I found online.
They
That
actually opened it, and
that opened
That's
it up.
cool.
They're placing it by hand. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm scared to open it.
Do not. Do not.
I would not open that.
Do not. No.
Listen to something else. Listen to a different version.
No,
Keep that
Oh,
sealed.
absolutely. Yeah.
Keep that sealed and sell it for $4,000 in a couple of years. So
That's crazy.
So
Well, I guess we've all been through our albums, and we
Oh,
talked about.
wait a minute.
ending this
I think Dan's back in the cave there.
No,
good,
you went
man.
to take a shit.
Where'd he go?
Take a dump.
he's not here.
If it isn't Michael McVeigh taking a dump,
Well, I guess
No,
that's it,
no.
folks.
all right, that's it. Let's wrap it up.
Well, we got to at least see what. We don't want Dan to come back out to a blank screen.
There he is.
I wouldn't feel right about that.
Hey, Dan, you know we're live right there, bud.
Everything come out okay, Dan?
No,
Don't
I
mind-
wasn't doing
Don't
that.
mind us. We're just trying to do a show here.
Hey, let me try the audio thing again.
Of course.
Okay.
I was messing with it earlier.
Oh, so that was him.
That was him. Yeah.
Let me get things set up here.
It was Mick Jagger on The Price is Right.
That's right.
Let me back it up a little bit here.
$1. I bid $1.
And let's see. Here we go.
I'm going to do a McVeigh.
There you go.
Hey, there's the audio.
Well, behind her, Mr. Bernard Fowler.
That's it. Bernard Fowler. He's a new bass player.
Uh-huh.
No, Bernard Fowler is a vocalist.
It's Darryl Jones.
Daryl Jones is the bass.
Bernard Fowler is one hell of a vocalist.
Lavelle.
Well, they got their new drummer too, and they're going to continue on tour.
On the guitar, Ronnie. Will.
Just so you know, Bernard Fowler does all the Bowie celebration tour.
Oh, wow.
All the Bowie songs.
Huh.
Nice.
Ron Wood, he's been around for a long time too.
And Dan, where was this?
Can't remember where it was at, but I believe it was in 2017.
Charlie Watts.
Yay, Charlie.
Come on, punch Mick for us.
And on guitar and now the vocals, Keith Richards.
Keith.
Keith got dressed up for the occasion.
Yeah, he did.
Is the audio loud enough on there?
It's great.
Okay.
Keith.
Dan, you shouldn't wear headphones at a Rolling Stones concert, though. I'll tell you that much.
Well, folks, I'm going to cut out. It's almost 11:30 my time.
Okay, yeah, Mikey, thank you.
Okay, I got to cut out.
Good seeing you, buddy.
All right, I'll see you next week.
All right.
All right.
Take
See
care,
you, man.
Mikey.
Okay, good night.
Bye. Wow, everybody just got bigger.
Yeah. How about
That is
that?
not necessarily a good thing.
Yeah.
No shit.
Well, Dan, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let me try
Yeah,
something
I
else
know
here.
that is.
How about
I swear that back screen reminds me.
Oh, yeah,
so
that was great.
of Elton John's $1 Million Piano at the Forum. Just like I said, every song that he did, that huge screen behind him had another scene that matched the song. And of course,
Yep.
the $1 Million Piano, the band that runs around the piano, had the same scene running across it. It was pretty spectacular. But that during Rocket Man, it was a scene just like that moving across the screen.
Mm.
We have stooped that low. You should see the crap we do on my podcast.
Okay, Ross.
I got all sorts of stuff on here.
That reminds me of last night's episode.
Oh me.
When Ross was playing the keyboards,
Yep.
you'd have all the sound effects.
Have all the sound effects. Yep.
Hey, I just want to mention to the folks in the chat that I actually have a video premiering tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock. 8
Whoa.
o'clock, California time. And I did a video on Cannery Row in Monterey last week when I picked my wife up at the airport in San Francisco. So it's a cool little video. Cannery Row is a real interesting story. Anyway, so I'm playing. It's just 15 minutes, just these little short in between the podcast things. But
we're so entertaining that our fans are the not the fans, but the people in the chat are fighting over Facebook and Instagram.
What are they fighting about?
Instagram's a place to be. Facebook sucks.
Okay. Do they know that Facebook owns Instagram and it's the same fucking company?
It's all the same to me, if you ask me.
Well, those two really are the same. Facebook owns Instagrams.
Yeah. Yeah, the same but different.
Just a little different. That's all.
Yeah.
Same process. I mean, right. It's the same end game.
I've been having a little trouble with Facebook. And this goes way back to our first podcast when George sent me some pictures, Linda Foster's husband and me on there with this great big joint with Bob Marley and stuff. And I couldn't get them on because my Facebook is shut down on my computer. It's still shut down on my computer. I'm still getting it on my cell phone, but I've been starting to get the message that may be going too. And I keep complaining to them, but they're not doing anything about it. So I may wind up losing my Facebook before long, but I don't know what I'm going to do if that happens. Maybe I'll set up another account before it happens. I don't know what to do. But,
just reset your password.
Huh?
Just reset your password.
Just reset my password.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they're telling me that they closed me for a reason, and I've disagreed with them, and they're going to investigate. And if they turn out to be right, I'm done. Is basically what they're telling me.
Did you get some kind of community strike or something?
I did.
What'd you do?
I don't know. I mean, I did put that one Marilyn Monroe picture up that was kind of a art Playboy thing, but I put it on a different channel, and I took it down immediately. I had actually covered her up whenever I put her on. I did a Divas unboxing, and I had like Cher and Diana Ross, and I had the Material Girl. Can't think of her name right now. Madonna, yeah. And so I unboxed all that, and they were divas. Then I called Marilyn Monroe the Ultimate Diva. And I had 2 Marilyn Monroe albums, a double album set, and the 60th anniversary of Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend. It's a picture disc. So it's just a pretty face on one side, but on the back side is that Playboy spread where she's kind of stretched out with her knees up. And when I used that on the show, I actually cut some stick outs on and put them in places so no one would complain. And I accidentally momentarily slipped the wrong one on this other audio, video, phono thing that I make posts on and stuff when I'm advertising my shows. And I got a complaint within a moment from one of the administrators of the show, and I yanked it off immediately and replaced it with just the front face. Now, that was months and months and months ago, and I don't know that there's any connection there whatsoever.
But that's YouTube.
Huh?
That's YouTube. That's not Facebook.
No, it was Facebook. It was a Facebook site. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. And like I said, I don't know if there's any connection there because it all happened like within, 120 seconds. And, but for some reason, they're really after me. And, me, I mean, I wouldn't even say shit if I had a mouthful. I try to keep it real clean, but, but still I'm in trouble. So
well, Facebook is kind of odd sometimes because I uploaded an Elvis Presley video, the one that I shot, and I immediately got a kickback from Facebook saying that it went past their standards because of nudity. I'm going, wait a minute, it's Elvis Presley. I don't know what the deal was. So I tried to re-upload it again. I got struck again.
You're
and
kidding
they banned
me.
Yeah, they banned me for 3 days, and I tried to protest it, and they just wouldn't listen to it. I said, there's no nudity. It's Elvis Presley. He's not naked. No one's naked in the video, but they kept saying it was nudity.
Yeah.
The only thing that was close to being nudity was a hula girl doing the hula.
Now now I've posted some like little 1-minute videos where I'll set my album cover by my record player, and I'll play like one song with the album cover so you can see who the band is, and I'll stand there and film it, and I'll put those on. And I know there's some copyright stuff that happens with all of them, but they still just let them play and play and play. And every time I turn around, somebody's playing an entire album, you know?
Right.
And it's like, why would they complain about one song if somebody's playing entire albums?
Well,
a lot of people are playing entire albums.
It's different for every artist. It's very odd, you know. You have to deal with this in YouTube land too. There are some artists that allow their stuff to be played,
Right.
And they just their copyright holders or their labels or whoever the publishers are will maintain any of the ad revenue. And then there's some artists that will just automatically strike. You're not allowed to upload their stuff, period. And it gets pulled down, and that gives you, you know.
Prince was like that when he was alive.
Prince was like that when he was alive. You could not upload any
when
Prince.
we did that cult classic unboxing, I had you know, the Easy Rider album, and I posted several songs off of that, and it was no big thing. And I had the Pulp Fiction one, and I posted some songs off of that. But when I posted I think The End, one of the songs by the Doors, maybe, I can't remember what it was, but on Platoon, that was a whole different story. They didn't want that on there. Now, the other ones, a little caption would come up and say that something to the effect that Facebook has been licensed to have that on the show. I don't know if you guys have seen that little caption or not.
No, I've never seen that.
So they never called it a strike or anything, but I don't know.
Right. I've never had a copyright strike, but I've made videos before, like you probably saw it. It's a video I made for my wife, and I used a song from Boston.
Oh yeah,
on that album.
Yep.
Right.
And I knew I was taking a risk when I uploaded it. And of course, they came back and told me, "Look, you know, since you're trying to monetize it, we're not going to let you monetize it, and any hit that it does get is going to go to the artist." And I said, "Well, that's fine." That's fine.
Right.
And it didn't count as a copyright strike, and that's
right.
Like I said, it depends on who you're dealing with, you know.
Right. It's you know, they have a list of, if you watch a guy named Rick Beato, he's gone, you know, toe to toe with these guys many times. You know, there are some artists that are okay with it being up there as long as they get the monetization, and then there are some artists that don't care. There's some publishers that don't care, and you can play and monetize all you want. And then there are some that you will automatically get a copyright strike. And if you get 3 of those within a given period of time, you'll lose your channel.
Yeah.
So you got to be careful. And there's a list of them out there somewhere. Rick Beato has a whole list of you know, copyright strike artists that you simply cannot upload, you know.
Oh, that'd be a good list to have.
Yeah, that'd be a great list to have.
Because, you know, the rule is basically don't.
I think Fleetwood Mac's one of them too.
I think Fleetwood Mac, the Eagles, 100% is one of them.
Yeah.
I guess the best rule is just don't use any type of music unless it's.
That's right.
Unless it's your own.
If it's your own, or you know, you got a buddy that's in a band that's going to make something for you.
Yep. We learned that, you know, at my podcast, we don't play any Kiss music whatsoever. You just can't do it, especially if you want to try to make any money off YouTube, which is, you know, few and far between. With you know, you get 3,000 or 4,000, you know, plays on a video. You're not making much money. You know, my podcast has 4,000 subscribers, and we have, you know, close to 1 million views on all of our shows. And I think I've probably made $1,000 over 6 years, you know. But if you're going to monetize or anything like that, you know, like we had John 5 do our intro, it's completely original music. So, you know, we just don't play. I mean, if we do, it's a very short snippet. Yeah. John 5, my buddy.
You know, and they're very sensitive about that too. I mean, I was on July 4th, I was out doing a video on the fireworks here locally in our city. And probably 100 yards away was a stage set up, and I guess they were playing music. There's a crowd noise, and you can barely hear the music, but it was enough. And they said, "Look, we're not going to give you a copyright strike, but all the money's going to go to this guy down." He was down in Brazil someplace, and I said, "Well, I don't care."
That's right.
Or sometimes you'll even get them where they say, "Look, they'll split it with you. You get half, the other guy."
That's right. That's right. And so and it's really hurt like a lot of people that do. guitar and instrument videos where they're they're playing guitar and they're showing you riffs and stuff like that, because that used to not be a thing. You could play riffs and stuff as long as you weren't playing the original recorded material.
Yeah.
If you're just playing, now guitar players can't even play songs without getting demonetized.
That's kind of reminds me of Wayne's World. They walk in the music shop and there's a sign, no stairway.
Yep.
Right.
Oh, I love that. He hits one note and the guy grabs the neck.
Yeah.
And those points at the side.
And did
I
you
love
notice,
that.
when that movie first came out, you could hear Stairway to Heaven being played. Well, a couple years later, they changed the music on it that you don't even hear Stairway at all. So I guess the movie even got hit.
Huh.
So,
there was one time I was out at my in-laws' house down in Austin, and it was Christmas time. And I'm out in the front foyer videotaping a cat playing with a laser. Well, in the background, you hear Barbara Streisand singing a Christmas song. Oh my God, I got hit on that. I go, you gotta be kidding me.
yep.
The other option is too, you can go to these sites where you can buy what do you call it? No royalty type music.
Right.
That works as well.
That's
Even in that case, some of the music too, even though it's no royalties involved, you still might have to give credit to that musician at the end of your video.
YouTube.
It's crazy too, because I sit there and watch all these reaction videos, and you just go, well, how are they playing it?
They can't monetize that stuff unless it's an artist that does not care. They can't monetize it. And if you'll read sometimes, like a lot of those reaction people will post, well, I tried to upload the Eagles Hotel California, it was immediately struck down. So that's Rick Beato, when he would do his what's his most famous thing, what makes this song great, those artists like that, the Eagles, Fleetwood Mac, he had to move them to an off YouTube channel so you could even watch them.
Oh,
because you just couldn't, they automatically got struck,
Wow.
So you have to, that's how he found out the list of artists that you simply cannot upload onto YouTube.
There is a way you can use that.
Now, if you're going to get a strike against you, they're going to tell you right away, right? I mean, you're
automatically.
Yeah,
Yes.
within 5 minutes.
Yes. Automatically.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So I haven't gotten a strike against me on any of this stuff.
No. You would know if you had a strike.
Yeah.
Now, are you monetizing anything yet? Are you up to that point where you can monetize?
Me? No, I'm not.
Then they're probably not paying any attention to you.
That's probably right. Because once you get monetized, you're talking money, and they're more strict about it then.
That's right. As soon as you have monetization set to go on your channel, and you start bringing in ad revenue of any kind, whether it's pennies or which is where I'm at, couple dollars a video or something. They don't matter. It doesn't matter if you've got music in there. They will take it.
Now there is a thing called the Fair Use Act,
which they don't care about. So
that's
what Rick Beato is he's went in front of Congress about this before. He's like, look, he's like, I am teaching people the structure of this song. I am using it in a teaching capacity. Right. I'm not it's not like I'm pushing play and playing the whole song. I am saying, okay, well, here is this portion. It's these modes, these notes, all of this stuff, and it meets fair use, but he never wins.
Yeah, I've downloaded dozens and dozens of guitar lesson stuff. Like that Marty Schwartz. He's a great guitar teacher. I probably got 20 or 30 of his, guitar lesson songs downloaded on YouTube. And when I'm messing around the guitar, I'll usually have one of his videos up. Now he's not playing the original song. He's just playing lessons for you to learn.
That's why when I said the Rolling Stones thing a little while ago, I only wanted to get the introduction. I didn't want any of the music on there.
That's right.
Didn't want to get you in trouble. So them just talking, that's fine. That's not really copyrighted, but the songs are. It's even listed on the YouTube, the songs that they played, who's the copyright owners of it. But they didn't say anything about the talking part of it. So I'm assuming that was okay.
Right.
Sure.
Right.
Wow. Crazy stuff, guys.
Good times.
Well, I think we're going to wrap it up. This is it's been an hour and 35 minutes, and I think I think that's actually a good time for a show, between an hour and 35 minutes.
I agree.
So we're going to say good night, everybody. Thank you guys for coming to the chat. Linda,
Thanks to everybody in the chat.
JB, Scott, Gloria. Love all you guys. Really appreciate you being here and showing your support. And I hope you enjoyed it. You know, I hope it was fun for you to be here. And, you know, Angelo was here and Caitlin and, like I said, Gloria into all music. I really appreciate you guys. Bob. All right, guys. Well, thank you. Like I said, I got a little show in the morning at 8 o'clock. Cannery Row in Monterey. It'll be a fun little show. It's only 15 minutes. And drop in if you want to. Okay, guys. Thank you very much. I really appreciate all of you guys. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. We're signing off. End broadcast once. End broadcast.